Hey y'all. How you doing? Y'all, come on in, night owls. Early morning workers. Yeah, we got something to talk about. Okay. Got something to talk about. Gotta talk, y'all. Come on in. Now, Nancy Guthrie investigation. This is something that we can't just let hang like this. Can't just forget about. If you just forget about something like this, you're not human. You're not considered human. To me. Now, y'all, these are my opinions, and my opinions are not necessarily based on facts. And welcome, everyone. Yes. Y'all know it's going into a second month. And this case hasn't been solved yet. I just want to backtrack a little bit, but then I want to get into something that I want to focus on is Nancy Guthrie Ramsey Notes. C by TMZ is weird. That's my title. Now, y'all, something happened. And the first thing came to my mind about this case is it's like a high profile case, like she was targeted by a kidnapping gang. Okay, you know, I ain't got to say alleged. I already said that. I think it's a kidnapping gang. And the only reason why I said gang is because they approached the masked man. At the beginning, I said it was two different dudes, and then it didn't even look real to me. It looked like it was a big dude, and the second dude wasn't that big. It just seemed like more than one person. But now, this case is so interesting is because we got a rich individual in this, and that's SAVANNAH Guthrie. She was so excited to host the Olympics. I know she would have been happy. Yeah. But she knew about this in September. Okay. Something stopped her just in time to let her avoid that Olympics. You know, something stopped her. And why did it stop her on time? You know, just in time. Just in time. Now, y'all, I don't know what, since Miss Nancy 84, I thought about her health. And I think that things supposed to move a little quicker than what it did. Unless since they ran out of time, I don't think they was, I can't say that, but I'm just, spiritually thinking that they didn't want her. They didn't want this to happen to her, nothing to happen to her, because it was more like she's a weapon. You know what I mean? Sensitive time. And I thought about TMZ with the way they was reading Ramsden note, and something that, yeah, but February the 1st, 2026, I believe she was taken. I believe they said that she was taken against her will, and this is supposed to be like a high priority kidnapping. Now, somebody know that she's wealthy, that the family is wealthy. Somebody got to know something to know about her health and the wealth of the family. So I'm trying to handle this case, this investigation, as a high priority. But they messed up. Y'all went too slow. See, now y'all giving them what they don't want that easy. All the people can understand me who are critical thinkers. Okay, Miss Nancy may not be with us. They scared them. Oh man, they panicked. Oh man, we ain't gonna get no money now. But what shocked them was, what do they have to work with now? Since they think that something happened to Miss Nancy, why would they think something? Why would the investigation think that something happened badly to her, sadly to her? You know what I mean? If they think that something sadly happened to her, then that should make the kidnapper quit. Because it made like they never did let them feel like she was alive. You know what I mean? They left the family they had mixed emotion. They had left the family with mixed emotion. Now, the reward and the donation you had in this high profile kidnapping, you had like reward money and donation. You had GoFundMe, and some people one dude put up some money. FBI put up money. FBI put up, think about how much the FBI put up, and then the ransom asked for that amount. The FBI put up $50,000. They put up $50,000. Then the ransom asked for $50,000. They watching the whole time because this is social media. This is what get people caught up. Social media. Because this is where there should be some phone chase. If I think that it's a kidnapping game that targeted rich people, wealthy people, that's what I'm thinking. That's why I said these are my opinion. They don't know how they're gonna get $1 million, but Miss Savannah put up $1 million on this case. So the case is not gonna go cold, period. So y'all can just quit saying that. It's not gonna go cold because she don't put $1 million on there. See, money talk. This is a investigation. And what they have done to social media is quieting social media down, because y'all were just all out there. Just on there doing too much. You had so many broadcasts of journalists just all over the place. TMZ gonna look like they breaking the case because the ransom. But why would they look like they breaking the case consistently? Because they receiving notes. You know what I mean? So what we have done so far, we still got that $1 million out there. They haven't stopped working on this case, y'all. The parent, that the family working with the anonymous person. We don't see cars and stuff leave his house going back and forward. They don't have charities. Um, 50,000. And what? 500,000. I'm sorry. They went to National Children for Missing Explosive children, and that you know what? When Savannah gave that charity, she gave a charity contribution, y'all, to the National Center for Missing Exploded children. Now, somebody seemed like they need help. A family need help. She knows she know what Savannah telling me was mentally going on in this thing, in this case. Cause whoever, I never did a case that had involved kidnapping, but I seen it. But they could be kidnapping the way they took the individual and then bring them back. But when she did that contribution for 500,000, she gave that contribution to the National Center for Missing and Exploded Children. She gave it. She gave her contribution right there because she got kids. You don't usually see this. But she also put up $1 million for her. For her mom. Now, y'all, we had March. We had March the 1st, well, the 2nd. Well, yeah, the day the 2nd. We don't seen release a doorbell camera. So y'all gotta remember they are still investigating this case. Okay? Even though we might not have Miss Nancy, but still, it's how did it happen? Why did it happen? Because you can't forget it because they got family. They Savannah and her sister. I don't know what's going on with the brother, but I know that where her sister. Well, I know Savannah have 2 kids. I don't know about her sister, but she probably do. But I'm not sure. I can't speak on something I'm not sure about. But I can see Savannah doing that contribution to that charity. She could put a charity for for that National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Yeah. Make me think that she may know these folks. I have an idea who it is. And when I thought about that charity and that she gave up, Savannah did, is do Miss Nancy run a prayer line? Do she do something? Because somebody know whoever took her, it's got to be a gang that knows that Savannah is wealthy. Now, get to the ransom. We about to play with this ransom for a while. Okay? That's what we're about to do. And, if you're not interested, you don't have to be. But we're going to get into this ransom. And this ransom is weird to me. It's weird, man. It's weird. And I said, when we first did start on this case, I said the case was weird. Now 100 million of y'all don't start saying the case is weird. I mean, it is. It's suspicious. I ain't heard of kidnapping in a long time. God, they ain't even kidnapped no president or nothing. But this is weird. Now, Um, the ransom note. Authority, I'm gonna say y'all know it was TMZ, but we're gonna say authorities. Okay. Received the ransom, and they received demand letters, notes. That's what they call notes. Email. Including some requesting cryptocurrency. I never forget that because we had to look it up. Remember? One of the notes was determined to be a host. And that's when Harvey really got upset with them. And he told them, if you plan, whether you can go to jail, you can play if you playing around with this ransom. Now, y'all, they got a tip line out there. I leave it in the description. I put it in there for y'all. January January the 1st, that month, the January the 2nd. Now let's go here. Let's turn off. So let's go ahead on and turn over to this particular ransom that TMZ did. Okay. Let's look at that. Okay, hold on. Y'all, let me hold on for a second. Let me see. I can't beat it. Hold up. Wait a minute. Okay. Okay, I determined over here to do my investigation. I don't need no crowd. I need to think. Oh, I don't like how it. When I'm trying to think, I don't get a lot of people. You know what I mean? I'm trying like that. When you be trying to figure something out, you only be 1,000 or 100 people. You just want that space so you can think. That's why I went this route. Yeah, I went this route because I can think better. So here we go. I want to take you out of here. I want to take you out here. I'm gonna take you out here because the people love TMZ. These people who doing this love themselves some TMZ. Okay. Okay. Now y'all know I'm a thinker. Woke. I don't took a nap. Slept good too. I want to get into two things this morning. I got to get into this note, this ransom note. Hold on for 1 second, y'all. Okay. Yeah, I gotta get me a mod because I like for people to be respectful to my people. Like when I'm coming this way, this route, I don't need a mod because it's not crowded. But when I go my other way, I need one. Okay, y'all. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
So something happened here just a few minutes ago. We received an email, TMZ, from somebody, basically issue a ransom demand. I'm not going to read this, but the top line to it is that a Bitcoin.
Hold on. Now we can see that note. We can see the note. That's a phone number right there. Let's see. Can I see? I'm being nosy. That's a number right there. 250-754. 74. That look like an extension. Look, y'all. They made a mistake. We can see this. How is this going to be a note with this information right here on it? And somebody look like they scratched it out right there and put a name. They made a mistake, y'all. We weren't supposed to see this. Now let's go back. Let's go back. I will focus on. Hold on, y'all. Let's go back right here. I'll read in the note, y'all. Being nosy. Okay, here we go.
Few minutes ago, we received an email at TMZ from somebody purporting to basically issue a ransom demand. I'm not going to read this, but the top line to it is that they are asking for money a lot. They are asking for it in the form of Bitcoin, and they are putting an or else on this.
Right. Okay, hold up. Let's go back. Let's go back, y'all. We this time of morning, this is where we can settle our brain without confusion. Okay? Now, he said that they asked for a large amount, but they wanted in a form of Bitcoin. And they said they are putting in R else on this. Wow. So on that Bitcoin, they are putting in our us. What that means? Wait a minute. What do that mean? Y'all worse than me. They love to think like I do, but they like to think. Or else this gonna happen. Or else. Wow. It's crazy. Let's see something. See. Let me put it like this. Hold on, y'all. I got to listen to that again. Oh, that's spell. Why y'all tell me the word spell, man? Here receipts. Y'all didn't tell me. Well, wear glasses, y'all. Else. Okay. What I just did. Okay. I changed something. Hold on for a minute, y'all. Okay. Now, when they did that ransom right there, they put R else a uh give us this money or else. So did they get them the money? Did they get them the Bitcoin? What's the problem with y'all? Let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Only thing the kidnapper want was those Bitcoins. Wonder why it didn't work out for them. Why they didn't just do what they say do? And dude back him, who are this? Everybody's suspicious. Could that be somebody at their station doing the Bitcoin thing? Look at him, he looking weird. But I'm just making everybody is a suspect to me. I'm just weird. That dude back there looking at them. Okay, here we go. Okay. Harvey, let me let Harvey read it one more time. And why he watching them? Dude right there, why he watching them? I know all of them in a group and stuff like that, but why is he paying them some attention? Why he ain't working? Why he looking at them? TMZ over there. Him. I guess he with them. He must came up with the thing though. Okay, hold on, y'all. I'm just saying, see how he just stand there? Why he ain't working? Everybody, everybody in this case, everybody in this case, y'all, is weird to me. I'm not eliminating no one. Oh Lord have mercy. Everybody is suspicious to me. Else. Let me put hold on, y'all. Everybody is suspicious in this case. Everyone. Okay. Um, let's go right here. Sorry about that, y'all. I'm sorry.
Here just a few minutes ago. We received an email at TMZ from somebody purporting to basically issue a ransom demand. I'm not going to read this, but the top line to it is that
asking for money. Y'all, if I get loud, just turn your volume down. If they are asking for money a lot. What is he reading from, y'all? I mean, even if he got the email, oh, how he get that letter? Can somebody help me with TMC? Can somebody help me with this? Because where they get this letter from? This note. Where they get this note from? And the note got writing on, they somebody written all on it right there. 7400. He showed us the telephone number right here. Wow, they got the phone number right there. Okay.
asking for it in the form of Bitcoin.
Okay. They asking for 5,000, 50,000, y'all. That's all they wanted. Okay. Why didn't they just get them that money? Why didn't they just go on to get them that money? At least they can say, well, we already gave y'all 50,000, but we're gonna send 25,000. We're gonna send 25, and then you got to send us something to let us know that she's alive. You know what I mean? Let put it in FBI hand and what put it in let FBI handle this. This don't even the reason why I said this just don't seem right because why why is the FBI letting TMZ control this? The FBI got to be to put up $50,000. They got to have some kind of lead in this. They got to know who this gang unit is. They got to know who this gang unit of people is.
And they are putting an or else on this.
Right.
Now, they also say they do two things. You know what?
See, he had Harvey don't want to hide it, but he's hiding it. He respect Harvey so much. He really do. This dude right here. He really respect Harvey. Or else. Get him the Bitcoins or else. Why did they get him the money, y'all? Why didn't they get him the Bitcoins? Then we could be done with the case. You know what I mean? Give it to them. Get them what they want.
Right. They say two things. They say that that there is an address, a Bitcoin address that that they could send this money to, and then they give a description of something that Savannah's mother was wearing.
Hold up. They gave them an address. They gave them a Bitcoin address. Okay. Okay. They gave them the address. And they gave them a description of something that Savannah's mother was wearing. Why? Oh, they gave them that description, but letting them know we've been in the house. We do have her because I'm about to tell you what she got on. Wow, that's crazy.
At the time of abduction, and a damaged item in the house. Whole thing.
And a damaged item in the house? That's weird. So what they want to let them let the family know that they've been in that house. And it's an item in the house is damaged. Well, they said the description what she had on, what color she had on. She had a description of what she had on. The item is in the house. It's a damaged item in the house. Well, he said the time of abduction. Hold on, y'all. I'm confused with this. I'm confused with this case right here. But y'all, I am because they asking for something that gonna slow the process down, and that is the amount of money that they got to go through the Bitcoin. Okay, now they got
A description of something that Savannah's mother was wearing.
They gave him a description of something that Savannah's mom was wearing. I still don't understand why is the Ramsey person sending TMZ this information. See, if they had a okay, this is the way I'm looking at this. If they had to let the FBI or either let somebody else control this narrative, 'cause it seemed like this is a learning class, a learning lesson that lets you know that they are the greatest, like TMZ is the greatest. The covering news, they do be the first. That's one thing I always say about TMZ. When I was doing my investigations on a lot of my cases, uh, uh, TMZ were there. They look like they stationed everywhere. I mean, they can be in New Orleans. When that young rapper had on got shot, I forgot his name, but they was there. TMZ company was there. I don't know how they did it, but they were there. They be at every TMZ be at every investigation, y'all. That's weird. That's wonderful. But how are they better than the police? His whole investigation team is awesome. Now, to make me think that the Ramsey, the gang went to TMZ. The gang went to TMZ. This high profile kidnapping gang. Y'all remember one of his Ramsey note, and they told the girl the hush. She was telling them some information. I don't know, was it a he, she, or was it a girl for real? But she was saying that she was saying something like the Ramsons. She was saying that they keep telling her to be quiet. But why would she be trying to help? She probably trying to help Miss Nancy. I don't know. Okay, back to this, y'all. I just be thinking. Uh, the description of what she had on, what she was wearing. I wonder what she was wearing.
At the time of the abduction, and a damaged item in the house. Both things are.
What's damaged in her house? What item in her house that was damaged, y'all? What item in her home was damaged? Now, if they said this, the FBI or either the sheriff team should see the damaged items uh, in the house, because the ransom person said there were damaged items in the house. So if they say it was damaged items in the house, then it may be some DNA on it. So did the FBI check the damaged items in the house? Because we know that the items in the house were damaged because that's what the kidnapper said. Think about what I just said. That's what the Ramson person said, that it's a damaged item in the house. Okay, then. So when FBI was in the house, then and the sheriff, because the sheriff was the first one there. What damaged item are they speaking of? They should know that because they went in the house.
In the house. Both things things are clearly mentioned because information about something that happened in the house. We don't know. Don't know if that is accurate. We have called the sheriff's department. We've made multiple calls, spoken with the detective unit. We have passed on this email. We don't know whether this is legit or not. I will say, this happens from time to time where a media outlet gets something like this. So just in due diligence, the one thing we should say, take it very seriously. Go ahead, Charles. Yeah, the one thing we should say is that we have confirmed it at least.
Hold on, guys. I skipped it. I'm sorry.
That they could send this money to, and then they give a description of something.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Say what? Okay, let me ask y'all something. So, if they sent a big, they did everything they supposed to do. The kidnapper did everything they supposed to do. They sent the Bitcoin address. Okay, they let them know that they've been in. They let TMZ know that they've been in the house because they know what they described what Miss Guthrie had on, and plus some damaged items in the house. So what's the problem? They let us know that they got Miss Nancy, but y'all ain't doing nothing.
Address that they could send this money to, and then they give a description of something that Savannah's mother was wearing at the time of the abduction and a damaged item in the house. Both things are clearly mentioned because they want to prove that they're legit. So they have information about something that happened in the house. We don't know. Don't know if that is accurate. We have called the sheriff's department. We've made multiple calls, spoken with the detective unit. We have passed on this.
Why y'all didn't send it to the FBI? See, if people let FBI handle this case, it can be solved immediately, quick. But if you don't you wait late to give the FBI information. The FBI need this information, not the sheriff's department. Give it to the FBI. The sheriff already said he ended his investigation on Sunday. That Sunday. Get it stuff. Let the FBI handle this job. Why are they being the detective over the FBI? I don't understand.
We don't know whether this is legit or not. I will say, this happens from time to time where a media outlet gets something like this. So just in due diligence, the one thing we should say, take it very, very seriously. Yeah, the one thing we should say is that we have confirmed it. At least the Bitcoin address that they've included in this email is legit. Right? And the authorities will have to take.
Okay, the Bitcoin address is real. Give the people what they want. That's the only thing I can't. Why is it so hard to get these ransom people what they want, y'all? Just give them the money, okay? If they want 50,000, just give it to them. I mean, just give it to them. Even if they don't have it, just give it to them. So it can end. You know what I mean?
Seriously, this is a piece of material evidence that has been turned over. They think an abduction happened. They have found substance in the house. The detective walked back a little bit. The sheriff walked back the blood idea. They said that things have been gathered and they're testing those substances. So but right now.
So what y'all think? Now, so let's go back and review, and then we're gonna go to the mask. I can really think it's so quiet. Okay, right here, what they were saying, this particular ransom let me know that they was in the house. And how they let me know that they was in the house is because it was a damaged items in the house. it was a damaged item in the house. What the description of what Miss uh, Guthrie had on let me know that they've been in the house.
So, something happened here just a few minutes ago.
But how did they get in the house, y'all? See, from what they okay. Now I'm gonna answer the sheriff. This question I've been wanting to ask: How did the abductor get in the house? Well, we know that the abductor been in the house, was in the house due to the fact that they described they know what color she had on and the damaged item. How did the abductor get in the house? We got to say to ourselves: Did they come in the front door, back door, side door, a window? He got in that house. She got in that house. We don't know what it is. Got to figure things out ourselves. So, how did they got it? How did they get in the house? Cause they was in the house, but how did they get inside the house? Something had to be open for them to get in the house. I don't think it was the front door. If it was the front door, they got in and left. The door had to been unlocked when the sheriff came. If they went out the front door and saw blood on the porch, right? So they went out that front door. So what they do? They had to come through the front door because blood was on the front porch, right? So let's answer y'all question. So they used the front door. They came out the front door. I don't know how they got in there, but they did come out that front door. So we got what we want. So some things we got to figure it out ourselves.
Received an email at TMZ from somebody purporting to basically issue a ransom demand. I'm not going to read this, but the top line to it is that they are asking for money a lot. They are asking for it in the form of Bitcoin, and they are putting an or else on this.
Right.
Now, they also say they do two things. Right. They say two things.
They say or else. Or else what? Or else what? Or else what? I didn't really want to know. Or else what? What's gonna happen?
They say that that there is an address, a Bitcoin address that that they could send this money to, and then they give a description of something that Savannah's mother was wearing at the time of the abduction and a damaged item in the house.
Both things are clearly mentioned because they want to prove that they're legit. So they have information about something that happened in the house.
We don't know.
Don't know if that is accurate.
We have called the sheriff's department. We've made multiple calls, spoken with the detective unit. We have passed on this email. We don't know whether this is legit or not. I will say, this happens from time to time where a media outlet gets
A professional. Turn this over to the professional people because y'all said they sent an address. So the address that they sent has to be legit because they want the money, right? Okay.
One thing we should say,
taken very, very seriously.
one thing we should say is that we have confirmed it. At least the Bitcoin address that they've included in this email is legit.
Right. And the authorities.
Okay. So he just said. Now he's saying that it's legit. He didn't say that at first. So the Bitcoin is legit. The address, the Bitcoin address is legit. Why are they looking like that? Why are they looking like that?
This very seriously. This is a piece of material evidence that has been turned over. They think an abduction happened. They have found substance in the house. The detective walked back a little bit. The sheriff walked back the blood idea. They said that things have been gathered and they are testing those substances. But he did clarify that it's a very open and active investigation. So we'll have to see what happens.
So we will let you know. But right now, again, all we're doing is we've sent this.
Okay, so we done with that. We done with that. What we know from this before I move on. So what I do know so thus far with this Ramsey note that it's legit. The kidnapper was in the house. It's a damaged item in the house that the sheriff should know. And they had the description of what Miss Nancy has on. Now, do you think them people will waste their time with an 84-year-old woman going out the back door instead of the front door? I think that they went out the front door. I really do. But that I don't believe that's how they got in there. Okay. I just don't understand why they didn't get around to people their money. Now, this is what I want to go here. I want to go, this is my last
News this morning, the person detained for questioning in connection with the abduction of Taylor anchor Savannah Guthrie's mother, Nancy Guthrie, has been released. Let's get straight to Megan Fee now at the WKRN.com alert desk with the latest on the investigation from overnight. His office detained and released that man after questioning him in connection to the abduction of Nancy Guthrie. Seeing these first images, and you can see here that person.
Now, what I want to work when I want to focus on when did this happen? When did this happen? Because
leading up to that detainment,
if we're gonna deal with kidnappers, a highly kidnapping, I'm gonna say a gang. I'm gonna say a gang. Y'all remember when we first did this case? I thought those were flashlights. I said, what kind of flashlight is that around his head? And it's not even a flashlight. It's on the that's the glare coming from the book bag. Then I said, are these cars? What are these? And then over here, he looked over this way. So dude was doing a whole lot. But my question was, what date was this on? Because Miss Nancy in the house, allegedly. I don't even know what time is this. They said, yes, they did. They said 2:12 a.m. in the morning. So Miss Nancy didn't have sleep. Okay. So he didn't go in that door from right. He didn't go in the front door right here.
Director Kash Patel releasing these first images and video of that armed individual seen outside Nancy Guthrie's home. You can see here that person wearing a mask.
My thing is, how did Patel get this right here? Why is he in? Why is he in the investigation? Why is he in there? This thing right here is so nationwide because why is Patel in this? And why is the what he got to do with this? They can handle this case. What do he have to do with this? How he get his hands on this video? And what is he doing? This dude right here doing too much. And what is this? Oh, the jacket. Oh no, he doing too much. This dude right here doing too much. He covered up the nest because he know the nest was watching him. Then he hit the nest 2-3 times like he trying to get somebody's attention.
That person wearing a mask, gloves.
See, what is he doing? What is he doing?
Backpack and appears to be armed with a holstered handgun at the front door.
And what has he got in his hand? Why has he got grass in his hand? And he look like he looking at somebody, y'all. What is this? These are cars. I don't care what y'all said. Them ain't no house lights.
Tampering with the camera, as you saw there. Investigators say this video was captured around the time Guthrie was inducted on February 1st. Now I want to show you this new video of police searching the car of that man that was questioned overnight. The Sheriff's Department and FBI were conducting a court-authorized search last night at the location.
That's Carlos. Carlos, what you doing up that time of night?
In Rio Rico, Arizona. This is about an hour's drive south of Nancy Guthrie's home in the Tucson area. Deputies detained that man, who later told local reporters that he works in Tucson delivering packages. He was not sure if he had ever delivered a package at Nancy Guthrie's house or why he was questioned in the first place.
Hold on for a minute. Hold on for a minute. Take this right here. This don't even look like Carlos. He got a big head like Carlos, but he look like he's shorter than Carlos. You know, he's shorter than Carlos to me. So yeah, we just looking at everything. I like to figure stuff out.
Investigators say this video was captured around the time Guthrie was inducted on February 1st. Now I want to show you this new video of police searching the car of that man that was questioned overnight.
Why they questioning him though?
The Sheriff's Department and FBI were conducting a court-authorized search last night at the location in Rio Rico, Arizona. This is about an hour's drive south of Nancy Guthrie's home in the Tucson area. Deputies detained that man, who later told local reporters that he works in Tucson delivering packages.
He work in Tucson. Why is he in Tucson delivering packages? And he don't deliver right there. And he don't live in Tucson. Do he? Why he coming so far to deliver a package? That's what I don't understand.
He was not sure if he had ever delivered a package at Nancy Guthrie's house or why he was questioned in the first place.
How would you describe what happened to you? Terrifying. Something I didn't do for something. I felt like I was being kidnapped, bro.
What Carlos say? Let me see. They don't pull the poor man over. I don't know. It's a game. I don't know how many people do this.
Not sure if he had ever delivered a package at Nancy Guthrie's house or why he was questioned in the first place.
How would you describe what happened to you? Terrifying.
Yeah, they scared him. Out there working, doing they're doing DoorDash and folks scan you like this, yeah. But Carlos, you got to ask scared. though. Ain't acting scared.
They didn't do it for something. I felt like I was being.
And this morning, also learning from law enforcement's individual before they were released to the public.
Begin with new developments in the search for Nancy Guthrie.
This morning, several news outlets are reporting that the man detained for questioning in her disappearance has been released. We're hearing from a man who says it's him and he is innocent, but the sheriff's office has so far declined NBC's request for comment.
Now, this comes after newly released video shows a person appearing to tamper with Guthrie's.
The dude in the door, it like they didn't know somebody stayed in the house. To me.
In rapid developments this morning, we're hearing from a man who says he was the one detained for questioning in the Nancy Guthrie investigation, and that he lives at the southern Arizona property state and federal authorities searched overnight. They would only say after the search that the investigation is ongoing. The man says he delivers packages in the Tucson area, but had nothing to do with Guthrie's disappearance.
All I know is that they show my in-law a picture of somebody wearing a mask or something, and they supposedly look like my eyes.
The Pima County Sheriff's Office earlier said they detained someone for questioning in the case in a Tuesday traffic stop south of Tucson, but would not comment on whether or not that person was released. It all comes after the FBI made public this disturbing video of a masked person wearing gloves and carrying a gun and a backpack outside Nancy Guthrie's home the night she went missing more than 10 days ago. The FBI director who visited the Tucson Command Center yesterday and shared this photo confirmed investigators.
See, they go Cash. But why is Cash Patel in this case? What? I know he's the FBI director, but why is he in this? What he got to do with the camera, though? What he got to do with the mass camera? Because he the one brought up the mass camera, y'all. Y'all got to understand there's something going on with this. It's something going on with this right here. Strange. It's strange. Because why is the director of the FBI in this involved instead of just the FBI's? In cases, high profile cases like this, usually the FBI director don't need to step in for this. Okay, so how can he release a camera of somebody doing something like this? I don't understand it.
Looking at persons of interest, but no one in law enforcement has said whether the person brought in for questioning is the same one in this doorbell camera video that the FBI had been working with private sector companies to recover.
And then go into their systems and actually excavate material that people would think would normally be deleted and no one would look for.
The images reveal what appears to be facial hair around the person's mouth and what looks like distinctive eyebrows through the mask's eye holes. You can also see the person's clothing and body movements as they tampered with and covered up the camera. Today,
well, he ain't trying to hide. To me, he's not trying to hide. Don't no kidnapper do this, y'all. Don't no kidnapper lead nothing. At first, I thought there wasn't no eyebrows. At first, I thought it was part of the mask. If this part of the eyebrow, then somebody did this. Somebody like they made that image. Created.
The mask's eye holes. You can also see the person's clothing and body movements as they tampered with and covered up the camera.
Today, show anchor Savannah Guthrie shared the video from her mother's doorbell camera, writing, "Someone out there recognizes this."
Someone out there recognizes this person. They ain't told yet.
This person, we believe she is still out there.
We believe she's still out there. I can't. My thing is this: I don't understand why they didn't pay for the ransom. They didn't want Miss Nancy that bad. If they didn't get it, they should have gave ransom what they want, however they want it. Give it to the address, send it to them, and it's like you just threw away $50,000. If they didn't get them Miss Nancy, they could tell them. I don't think. See that it seemed like I said, it's like a kidnapping game. They target the high profile folk. See that area where Miss what her name, Miss Nancy lives must be rich neighborhood, wealthy neighborhood. They don't do no kidnapping, no people. They do kidnapping, but something ain't right with them.
Her home. As for how that video was recovered, a retired FBI agent told NBC News that even though Nancy Guthrie apparently didn't have a subscription to store the video, there are stops between the data going from the camera to the server where pieces of data can be left behind and potentially recovered, and it appears that's what happened here. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
Wow, that's something to think about, y'all. That's something to think about. Everything I just examined, and I'm glad I had this chance to do it quietly. Not a lot of people. Because sometimes you gotta concentrate. You gotta concentrate and think on something like this. Whew, Jesus. Even if Miss Nancy not out there, even if she is or aren't out there, still you want to know what happened because they do have a family. And when you talk about a targeted gang of people that targeted kidnapping like that, who does kidnapping these days? It ain't like she the richest woman in the world. You know what I mean? She's not the richest woman in the world. But anywho, y'all, Savannah got that $1 million out there, and she got that $1 million out there. It's not gonna end like that. Yeah, she got that $1 million reward. But any information, y'all, on her mother, and the FBI don't got so many tips. All them tips he got. Investigators are now exploring the theories of an accomplice after analyzing surveillance video that centered their home. It was a pic of multiple nights. So Miss Nancy did have company over, y'all, day before her birthday. Could you think one of these people out the group could be them? All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all. Those who did come by, did watch, going to watch. Please put your opinion down in the comment section. Okay? And thank you very much, y'all. I'm out of here.